Welcome back, everybody, to Grand Tactician Civil War. I'm Grumpy Grandpa Gaming. This is episode 1 of our viewer unit only Federal 61 campaign using the a.o.m mod. Now, for anybody who did not see the recruitment post on the Discord or on the YouTube page, if you are a channel member, you are able to recruit a brigade into these forces. And I am only using viewer units, so if you are a member and you have not put in a unit request yet, you can place one in the comments below this video and I'll make sure that it is added into the game. I cannot accept any avatar requests as the officer lists are populated prior to the campaign start, so I cannot add avatars after the start of the campaign. So those are out of the question, but if you would like a brigade or infantry, artillery, or cavalry, I especially need artillery, please go ahead and submit those below. If you already have a unit request in, I'm not accepting second units from anybody except for the Whiskey Rebel members, as they are they have division level commands at their disposal. Everybody else gets the single brigade. Unless I become desperate and put out a call for more volunteers, we'll be going with what we have. All right, so we're going to be starting with July 19 of 61 with the a.o.m mod. We have very hard, very high difficulty. All right, we're going to the background here. The bombardment of Fort Sumter in Charleston Harbor, South Carolina, ignited the American Civil War on April 12th of 1861. After President Lincoln's call for 75,000 militia to serve for 3 months, a few days later, further slave states seceded from the Union. North Carolina, Virginia, Arkansas, and Tennessee all eventually joined the Confederate States of America, while Missouri and Kentucky declared neutrality in the conflict. Union General-in-Chief Winfield Scott's Anaconda Plan has been put into motion. The plan emphasizes the Union blockade of southern ports and calls for an advance down the Mississippi River to cut the South in two. Seen as passive and slow, Scott's critics wanted more direct action. With Lincoln's 3-month militia contract expiring soon, the pressure used to muster an army is immense. So far, the fighting has been small in scale. In May, the Union Navy bombarded coastal artillery in Virginia with little effect. The Union advance in western parts of Virginia lifted northern spirits, with General George B. McClellan beating a small Confederate force in the first battle of the war, the Battle of Philippi, on June 3rd. General Robert Patterson's Pennsylvania troops defeating General Thomas Jackson's Confederates in the Battle of Hoke's Run on July 2nd. In Missouri, the aggressive Union General Nathaniel Lyon thwarted General Sterling Price's attempt to take control of Missouri with his Missouri State Guard, defeating him in the Battle of Boonville in June, but then suffering defeat in the Battle of Carthage on July 5th. The Confederates have made their defensive preparations by moving 2 of their largest armies to North Virginia. General Joseph E. Johnston is guarding the mouth of the Shenandoah Valley, while the hero of Fort Sumter, General P.G.T. Beauregard, has deployed his army to the Potomac, close to Washington, D.C., at a railroad junction called Manassas. All along the eastern coast, Confederate-held fortifications guard the ports, providing open lifelines to Europe. Also, the threat along the Mississippi is taken seriously, with fortifications being built in southwest Kentucky along the Tennessee and Mississippi rivers. So far, the Confederate States Navy has been able to hold its own. They've even started building a new kind of iron-plated warship from the wreck of the USS Merrimack, captured when Norfolk and Gosport shipyards fell to the Confederates. In Washington, D.C. stands the Army of Northeastern Virginia, with General Irvin McDowell appointed to lead it. The President of the United States is eager to have the Army move down south to defeat the rebels and to end the crisis by Christmas. Once again, Christmas, 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 we always hear, the war will be over by Christmas. And how many wars has that line been used in throughout history? Nobody ever learns better. But we are not going to have any armies standing by at the borders, as they're going to get deleted right off the bat. Like I said, this is a viewer unit only campaign, so every field army and garrison is going to be deleted from existence, and only viewer units will be used in this campaign. So let's get this loaded up and we'll start recruiting those units in. All right, this really has nothing to do with the recruitment of the campaign, but just to show you how annoying this can be, I actually have to go through and delete every brigade and battery individually. Oh, good God. This is going to take a long time. Once I get through the field, I'm just starting on the Army of Northeastern Virginia now, and I still got to go through the other 16 Corps forces in the field right now. Some of them big, some of them are small. And all the fortifications on top of that. This might take me a while just in itself. I just had to show you all this. I mean, this is hilarious. I couldn't just hit the top command level and hit the delete button, get rid of everything. I had to go through and delete everything. Ugh. This is going to take a while. All right, so it's taken me... Wow, it's taken me a while to get this done, but I think it's close to an hour to finally get through everything, because I had to go through every brigade individually. It took me almost an hour to finally delete everything out of all the armies. You see, there's no armies in the field, and I deleted all the garrisons except for the fort commanders themselves. I just left them in place. And I've sent all of my squadrons back to harbor. I haven't gotten around to them yet, but I will be... as soon as all the squadrons are in harbor, I will be pulling all the ships out of the water also. Trying to make this campaign as hard as possible. But it is time to start recruiting some new units. And one of the first things we were going to do is set up a TRADOC. And that stands for, it's a modern term. I used at the time period. It stands for Training and Indoctrination Command here in the U.S. And we're going to set that up in probably one of the worst places I can do it. Utica, New York. I probably should go somewhere out west and kind of centralize it. But we do have a lot of New York unit requests. Probably too many. So we're going to set it up there. So recruit new army. New York. McClellan. Kind of perfect, but I think Scott's available. They may have pulled, looks like they may have pulled him out. Okay. McClellan's kind of perfect for the job. He's a good administrator. He was a good training officer. I wouldn't say he was a good field commander, but McClellan knew how to put together an army. He didn't know how to fight an army. It's probably the best way to term it. I'm going to create 3 divisions here. I don't want to use Grant for that. And go... place you unassigned. Who's got the best administration? All these guys are 3. All right, looks like it's gonna be Grant's gonna be up as the infantry commander. Now we need. We can leave Halleck in command of this one. This will be the cavalry. So first division is going to be infantry command. Or infantry department. This is how they would have phrased it. Fremont. There's got to be somebody better than that. There's more 3-star administrators out there somewhere. There's one. Actually, let's go and find us an artillery officer for this position. I guess we could leave McDowell in charge of that. Just keep him out of our hair. Works for me. Grant, Halleck, McDowell, and McClellan. Keep them out of our... I mean, Grant's usable. Good command, but we'll leave him there for now. We may end up transferring him to another command later on, but we'll try and keep the big names out of the way for this campaign. I think is the way we're going to go with it. All right. So I do have to create some placeholder units here. So pardon the moving the screen. I do have to go off screen as my printer decided to self-delete itself, apparently, and I wasn't able to print everything off. All right, first thing first, I'm just going to recruit one brigade into each here so that we have placeholders and these divisions don't disappear. Then I'm going to recruit the two divisions for the Whiskey Rebel patrons or members. All right, first up is Fennec infantry unit out of New York. Once again, I do have a lot of New York requests. Once again, if you're new to the channel and you like a brigade in this army, just let me know in the comments below. And we'll recruit it in. I just cannot recreate any avatars right now. Once the game starts, the officer lists are populated, and you cannot add more officers in after the start of the campaign. Here, brigade, 3,000 men, uniform colors. Doesn't say, so we'll go with the standard Union infantry uniform there. So be the 1st German Rifles. AKA 8th New York Infantry Historical Unit. We got for weapons here. Oh, and if you were actually requested a foreign weapon, as some I did not state at the beginning, we will be using production weapons only. No foreign weapons will be imported. We got 109,000 Springfield rifles because I deleted everybody. Oh, I think we might be able to get everybody with rifles. And your commander is Louis Blanker. And I know I added him. I think he was in the game already. I did add the avatar photo you gave me, though the head is kind of cut off. I did put him in for New York, didn't I? I know I did. I know I added Blanker, or did I forget to add Blanker? Nope, there he is. With his head. So the problem with avatar pictures is the game uses a lot of space at the top, and the photo provided, his head's right at the top of the photo, so it ended up being cut out here. So we have a headless Blanker. He's going to be the commander of this brigade. And those are not the stats I did give him, but that's the stats the game gave him. So he's a professional infantry officer. All right, now I got to find a cavalry unit on these lists here. Oh, we got an artillery unit right here. Oh, no, that's going to a division. Cavalry unit. And they are from Kansas. Can I recruit Kansas? Yes, I can. We have just enough men in Kansas to recruit. 1,050 is as big as I can get with it, and color is blue-green. Maybe olive drab with light blue tops. I think that works. They're going to be called the Cyans, which is a bluish-green color. So I think that kind of works. Or if this doesn't work, I could change it to a green top and a light blue bottom. I think that kind of looks cool. You wanted Jocelyn rifles. Let's see if we have any available. We don't have enough available, but I am going to be producing them. So they're just going to have to wait for those weapons to show up. Oh, wait. Cyan Fighters. And we do have an avatar for you, which is a kind of a joke avatar. Where'd it go? Kansas, Kansas, Kansas. Where are you? There you are. Wait, why can't I assign her? Did I not recruit them from the right state? Oh, I recruited them from Kentucky. Oh, no, let's delete that. That was my bad. There's Kansas. Because they're right next to each other. I hit Kentucky by mistake. I'm like, why can't I put her in charge? Once again, we don't have the weapons available just yet. So once those are available, they will be getting them. There we go. Lieutenant Colonel Jocelyn Steed. The unit is his daughter wanted a unit with Jocelyn rifles. That's her name. So one of the other channel members created an AI photo, which came out kind of cute. That's not a picture of her. That's an AI generated picture. Now, do we have other Arctic units, or did everybody request infantry and cavalry? Oh, there's an Arctic unit. Jeremy's Crazy X from New York. New York Artillery. And you did not give a uniform color, so we're going to go with the standard federal coloration here. And this actually is an inside joke name from the live streams. They are to be led by Streamlabs. I can't believe I created this avatar for you, Jeremy. Or Josh. I can't believe I created this. But I did. Alright, where is she? Oh, where'd she go? I know I created her. There she is. Streamlabs. So we call Streamlabs Jeremy's Crazy X because she we had a little bit of an issue with Streamlabs when I first started the channel, and it was like kept throwing Jeremy into like the bad boy corner for stuff he was typing. So we called her Jeremy's Crazy X. All right, now that's out of the way, we are going to create another army where the two viewer units divisions are going to go for right now. We'll also create this in New York, and this actually be under command of my avatar. I think that one of the captains. There he is. Look at that sexy beast right there. It's actually me portraying the 147th New York at Gettysburg. All right, we're going to create ourselves a new division here. And first up, Rainy Day with the Whiskey Viking Division. And they're going to be under command of Thomas R. Daywood. And I think he's under the New York list also. There he is. And now your 3 brigades. First one will be the 20th New York. Springfield Rifles. They're going to be under command of Ernst von Vegesek. And I know I created him. go find him. There he goes. Oh, it's just showing the R there because I put an R there for rainy day today because there was another Ernst von Vegesack supposedly in the game. The computer said it was there, but I couldn't find him. So I just added an R to the end of the name for the requester. So it's just showing it as an R over here, which is kind of funny. And we also want another New York brigade called the Stockbrokers. Then the Springfields. And they are going to be commanded by the man, the myth, the legend, Donald Trump himself. So, he really shouldn't be called the Stockbrokers. He's not really a stock man. He's more of Trump's more real estate than stocks. I don't know if you want to change that name up. He's more of a real estate guy than a stock guy. And we also have the Minnesota for the 3rd Brigade, which has just enough men to recruit from. Since it's only got 2,400 available, we can do a smaller 2,000-man brigade. And this will be the Swimu Brigade. So if you didn't put in a request for a uniform color, you're just going to get the standard federal blue on blue color combination here. And these guys will be under command. Where is it? Of Emusis Grunt. And I'm guessing by the name, this is an indiscretion from my character in the Rev War campaign, I'm assuming. Rainy Day Today has an infatuation with emus. He somehow works them into like every one of my campaigns. All right, next up. Let's switch over here. Grimwolf. With the Reaper Division. And that is to be commanded by... Sorry, the map's going a little crazy there. Where is he? Grim Saga. All right, I can't remember what state I put him from. But he is a professional, so we just got to find him. There he is. Where are you from? Oh, I put you in Maine. Okay. There we go. So I think your original brigade request was from Maine. Let's find that 1st Brigade. (35th Infantry out of Maine. They are to be commanded by Andrew Lawrence Keene. Make sure I added him. There he is. And I got to go to 2 separate locations for this. So one of the Zouave Brigade and a Bourbon Brigade, but okay, Bourbon's sharpshooters, that's easy enough to name that. We'll recruit them out of Maine also. Kind of give them that rifles uniform with the proper colors. Something better to give these guys. Probably not. Don't want to give them Mississippi's or Lorenz's. As soon as I get some sharps, I'll get some sharps. Let's see if we can't find a good old Bourbon here. Oh, is he a volunteer officer? He is a volunteer officer. Okay. Okay, so we're not getting Bourbon. Recruit them from Maine. Who we got from Maine? Now we got O. Howard available. That's a good choice. Put O. Howard in charge of them for now, unless you let me know if you want somebody different. And a Zouave unit. Got just enough men left from Maine to do it. Go with the standard Zouave coloration there for now, unless you want me to change it. And you actually don't have a name down for... You actually don't have a name down for the Zouave unit, unless the 35th is supposed to be Zouave, but you do get 3 brigades. I'm going to leave the third... I'm going to leave it as 3rd Brigade now. I should have asked you for some clarification. I did not. And your other commander is going to an artillery unit, which is not going to go here for now. Actually, I can, but they're not going to be part of that division. They're going to be separate from the division. They're going to be from New York. That'll be the 44th Artillery Light. I'll give them... Yeah, damn, I got a ton of 10 pounders available. Probably should have held off on... We'll give them the 20 pounders for now. Oh, we got 6 pound weirds. Those are really good. We'll give them the 6 pound wires. Can't give them 20 pound parrots if they're a light artillery unit. 6 pound wires are good. They are to be commanded by... Gotta go find this avatar now. Patrick O'Donnell. All right, those are 2 main divisions for now. It will not be the Army of the Hudson. It will be Grunt Paws Grunts as usual. All right, time to finish recruiting everybody else. And hopefully I don't get too out of order here. 8th Germans. All All right, another New York brigade here. A lot of New York unit requests. You guys are New York. We got to give them the fancy uniform. There we go. We got to give them the actual parade uniform. Springfield Rifles. And this will be the Constitution Brigade. And they are commanded by Schuyler Hamilton. There he is. All right, next up. And we got this unit in. All right, next up is actually an Illinois unit. Black uniforms. Black tops, whatever colors, but we'll just go black on black for now. If we decide to change that later, we can. And this will be the Blackbeards Brigade. They are to be commanded by Richard Long. There you are. Once again, like, a little issue with the picture, so his head's a little chopped off at the top. All right, next up, we have... Oh, we already got you recruited. Tennessee or Kentucky. I don't know if I can recruit anybody from there. Let's see. Yeah, we do have troops available from Kentucky. There we go. Dark blue coats, dark blue trousers. That's going to be the Prussian blue top and bottom. And this will be the Nolichucky Legion. So make sure I spell this right. They have to be under command of Brownlow if he's available. He is not here. Try his first name. I could have sworn I've seen him in game before. He might have been an avatar I added at some point and then lost. Okay. So you guys are from Kentucky. Should have plenty of officers available from there. We only got 2 officers available in Kentucky? Really? You got Shackelford and James Jackson. Shackelford's definitely the better choice of these two. I don't know anything about James Jackson's, but no, Shackelford has got some fame. But if you'd like me to change that because they are from Kentucky, there's only 2 volunteer officers available. I could switch over to a professional officer for you. Just let me know. But this unit does actually come with a background story. The easternmost grain district of Tennessee had always owed its loyalty to the federal union, other than the state assembly in Nashville. When Governor Harris threw in for secession, the Easterners, meeting in secret in the woods and the hills, determined that the union would not be dissolved except on top of the bodies of 40,000 mountaineers. We don't exactly have 40,000 mountaineers, but I think 2,000 would be good enough for us. Ooh, was I recruiting the wrong? Yeah, I was recruiting the wrong sizes, but 2,000 will be fine. Those are good numbers. We won't go too crazy on the numbers. All right, next up. Indian Territory unit. Mounted rifles. Okay, so we cannot create mounted rifles. They will have to be cavalry. I can make them as mounted rifles as possible once I get the longer range carbines available to us. And I don't think we're going to be able to get these guys. No, we need a minimum of 700, so there's only 580 men available from the Indian Territory. What officers do I have available from the Indian Territory? Wait, Bahamas? What? Okay. Where's the Indian Territory? Oh, there it is. You can have officers available from there. Hold on. Put in the wrong place for that. One. And he's a volunteer, so he's got to be in charge of an Indian Territory unit. So we're going to have to hold off on recruiting this cavalry brigade. I could wait until we get more volunteers available from the Indian Territory Total War, or we can recruit from another state. So I would like to, I like the backstory for this unit because there's another unit that comes with a backstory, but there's just no troops available from the Indian Territory right now to even put out the smallest cavalry unit, which requires 700 men. We have just around 200 shy of that number available. So if you want to wait a few months or a few episodes in campaign, then we can come back and revisit this unit. We'll do that. Or let me know in the comments below and we'll recruit a different unit. All right, next up, Arkansas or Arizona. I don't know if we're going to be able to do either one of those. Another infantry unit. We cannot do Mazda. We cannot do Arkansas or Arizona. So, and this is another unit with a backstory, so I feel really bad about this. Yeah, so let me know in the comments below. I'm actually probably going to end up messaging everybody directly anyway after this. So I'm jotting down the units I can't recruit right now. Once again, if you want to pick from, you have to pick from another state. You have to. So we have Connecticut. Delaware really doesn't have much, so I just ignore that. But Connecticut, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kentucky. And it's got like nobody left to recruit most of them. Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan. Actually, probably the next closest thing would be Missouri. So I would suggest Missouri if you want to try and keep it out in that area of the map for recruitment. But New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, North Carolina, Ohio's got a ton. Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee. We also have Tennessee soldiers available. Not many, though. Vermont, West Virginia, Wisconsin, and D.C.'s got a few troops available. All right, so Total War, Mazza. Yeah, we're gonna have to hold off on recruiting those units. All right, next one up, Nolichucky. I have a feeling I just butchered that name. And we have another New York unit. Infantry. 5th Siamese Infantry. So I'm picturing uniform's black. I'm kind of picturing like a Zouave uniform. Let's say like a black and British red. It's kind of what I'm picturing for them, because you just have black, and black on black in the game's probably not going to look too good. So we'll go with a black and red combination for now. Make sure we get this up. Turn that to 3,000 before I recruit another small brigade on myself. All right, 5th Siamese Rifles. Oh, and you had... Okay, that's an avatar. I did not catch that. You need to put that into the avatar recruitment. I did not see that, so I'm going to give you another commander for now. Sumner is definitely not going to be it. I did not catch you needed an avatar, so that is not created. Let's find ourselves a New Yorker and give them the best one for the job. Hunter's a good choice. We got Sanford. Oh, yeah. We're giving you Sickles. I'm going to put the wild man himself in charge. If anybody doesn't know it, I love Sickles. Live life like you don't give a damn. All right, next up for Riley. New York or Mass. So we're going to recruit out of Massachusetts for this one. Since you gave me the option, we can use up some of these Massachusetts boys. You requested Corcoran as a commander. I hate to say this, I'm going to deny you that, because I do have plans to use him as a division commander. He's just, I can't leave him in command of a brigade. He's a really good starting officer, and he needs to be given a division as soon as possible. So I'll give you Marr for now in place of Corcoran. So I can't. Corcoran is one of those officers I can never guarantee, because he's just too good of an officer to not use properly. So he will end up with a division. Riley's Irish Brigade. Oh, wait. Because these are Massachusetts, I can't give you Corcoran or Marr, because they're both New York volunteers. All right, let's find a Massachusetts boy with an Irish name. Why can't Banks take it, bud? Stone, Hooker, Pierce. Pierce is not a bad choice. What is really jumping out at me? Wait, where's Chamberlain? Oh wait, no, he's Maine. He's Maine. Ooh, Robert Shaw. There we go. Give you Robert Gould Shaw for now. We can change that later if you like. Just let me know if you'd want to change that. But yeah, Robert Gould Shaw for now at least. And next up, another action Massachusetts Brigade here. Okay. It's for Joel. Actually, how many Massachusetts men? I may have to hold off on using up more Massachusetts boys. I thought I had more of them than there are. All right, 6 Massachusetts volunteers. Actually, that'll be infantry. So you called it the volunteer militia. The name militia strictly says it's a volunteer unit. It's a volunteer militia would not go into the title of a unit. It would be one or the other. So we're going to call them the volunteer infantry. Edward F. Jones as a commander. Gotta go off the first name. Edward Wild, Oliver Edwards. He is not in game. At least not from Massachusetts. Let me check all. Sedgwick, Ord. Gibbs, Canby. Schreiber. Serrell. Doubleday. Pleasanton. Don't know what's with that odd portrait frame there. Follett. If they're red, they cannot command a unit from the state because they're volunteers. Not available. Okay. All right, so who do we got here? Keys, I think I'm going to use as a division commander. We'll give him Charles Stone for now, if you'd like me to change that. So like maybe even... Actually, I think Hooker's going to end up a division commander also, but we'll give him Stone for now. And we can change that later if you like. Oh, and you wanted... a red shirt with green trousers representing the state's major holiday export, cranberries in the rolling green hills of Berkshires in western Massachusetts. Ooh, nice. That's actually a good call on that. I like that. So I think we'll go with a Zouave uniform for that. Give him some British red tops. Some grass-colored trousers. Field green. That looks nice, I think. We'll see how it looks on the map. But that color combination there looks good. Kind of Christmassy, but it looks good. I like it. But like I said, we'll change the commander if you so like. Just let me know in the comments below. Next up, Cav unit. From Ohio. And this is for kerosene. Black on black. You going with that Death Head Hussars look, aren't you? 1050 is as big as I can make it, right? Yeah. And this will be Diller's Black Hussars. Actually, until we get the Jocelyn's available. 14,000 pieces of Sharps carbines. We'll just hand those out. I like the Sharps, but they don't really have that good of a range. We'll switch them out with Jocelyn's for everybody later on. Those Black Hussars are commanded by Diller. Yes, we did add him in. Honestly, it's a nice looking picture. Looks like a commander of a Death's Head Hussars unit. Background. German-born cavalry officer moved to the U.S. shortly before the war. Regiment is mostly German-born. All right. Next up, Amy Vargas. Another long-time viewer. We got a Massachusetts Brigade. Zouave uniform. The Zouave red top. And Prussian blue pants. So basically the opposite color scheme what you normally see. They are to be called the Freedom Fighters. And she does have her own avatar, which does have its own background story. Who wouldn't want to be under her command? Come on. Captain Ame Vargas. Or Colonel Ame Vargas. And let's pull up that. There we go. So this avatar does have a backstory. So once again, we'll have the unit stories open on the Discord thread. So if you're following along the series and want to add stories to your units as the campaign progresses, please add them. You have to go to the Discord. I will not be accepting stories on the YouTube comment system just because it doesn't really work out well for me trying to use that. So only on the Discord and the GTCW unit stories will I be accepting anything here on forward for units. Ame Vargas was born on April 17th of 1830 in Boston, Massachusetts, to a white father and free black mother. Her father was a known abolitionist, and her mother would organize rallies for women's suffrage. Growing up in a household steeped in activism, Ame was exposed to debates about freedom, equality, and justice from a young age. Her mother's work with the suffrage movement and her father's stories of slavery's injustices instilled in her a deep sense of purpose. She excelled academically, taking particular interest in political theory and history, and by her early 20s, she was known as an eloquent writer and speaker on the subjects of abolition and women's rights. Before the Civil War, Ame made her mark as a politician and activist. She organized rallies, published essays advocating for the abolition of slavery and universal suffrage. In 1858, she was one of the first women to run for public office in Massachusetts. Though she was not able to get enough votes to secure office, her campaign, however, inspired many, as she fiercely argued that the fight for liberty must include both the end of slavery and the recognition of women's rights in order to build the true land of the free. When the Civil War began in 1861, Ame saw it as a pivotal moment to turn words into action. Using her political connections, she lobbied to form an integrated infantry brigade, the Freedom Fighters, composed of both men and women who shared her views for a better world. Her leadership, charisma, and unwavering commitment to justice earned her a commission as an officer. I always do love seeing a backstory for officers and units. And Ame's very, very good at writing some backstories for her soldiers. So these are not the stats I created these avatars with. So, but I did create her as a political officer, as a volunteer political officer, because that's the only way she was going to get command. And she was actually going to have some good leadership and good cunning. Otherwise, you wouldn't survive in politics very long. So, sadly, it's not showing here. All right, next up for Blake 11B. Where's the Blake? Nope, not yet. We have Nordland 173. Cavalry unit out of Pennsylvania. Blue top, light gray bottom. Sky blue and light gray or Prussian blue? We'll leave with the sky blue because they contrast a little better. They're called Roden's Raiders. Let's give these boys some sharps. We get plenty of those. They are to be commanded by... Oh, another avatar. All right. I don't think there's an officer with that name in game. I could be wrong. No, it's not even giving me name starts with those two letters. All right. Once again, I have to point out there was a pinned message at the top of the thread that says if you're recruiting an avatar officer, it's got to go into the avatar thread of the recruitment. So I did not catch you needed an avatar officer for this. So we're going to be giving you a Pennsylvanian for now. We'll change the officer if you do so choose. Why can't you get it? Oh, too high of a rank. That's why. Okay, what do we got here? Longnecker and Nolts. Let's find us a cavalry officer. I don't think Pennsylvania has very many cavalry officers. Yeah, the Gregg brothers. Blake. Actually, Blake's not bad. Blake usually does very well in my campaigns, but we'll give you David MCM Gregg for now. And we can change that later. So that's Roden's Raiders. All right, next up, another infantry unit. From Kentucky. No, Kentucky. There you are. Okay, you want the fancy uniform. With sky blue top, dark blue bottom, so opposite color scheme. Okay. This will be the Blue Run Bourbon Rifles. And they do come with their own avatar commander once again. Just gotta find them. Where'd Kentucky go? There you are. Hold on, where? Oh, did I put them in the wrong state? Did I put them in Kansas by mistake? No. Nothing else is selected, right? Did I put them in the wrong state? I might have put them in the wrong state. Should be on the captain's list. I know I created the avatar. There he is. Why can't I find him? Jameson Redbreast. I guess we know what you like to drink. I think that's everybody for now. So it's just Madza, Total War. Both need to come back with me for new units. Hopefully I'll get those before the start of the next episode. Now I'm just rolling through the list here, make sure I got everybody. Okay, so as you can see, we are not starting with a lot of forces in the field at all. What do we got here? 9 infantry brigades, 3 cavalry, 1 artillery, plus what's over here. So we're starting with 15 brigades of infantry, 3 brigades of cavalry, or 3 regiments of cavalry, and 2 batteries of artillery. So, once again, as I said, if you made it to this point of the video, and you are a channel viewer and you'd like to recruit a brigade, please let me know in the comments below. I need more brigades. We are not going to be able to fight a war like this. I set out to punish myself on this campaign, and this is definitely going to be punishment. I will add more units later on if I do deem it necessary, but for right now, we're just recruiting viewer units. Volunteers called to my flag is how we'll look at it. How long have we been recording now? I think it's taking a while. Wow, that's like an hour already. Holy crap. Wow. Did not realize we were going that long already. So, I think that'll be it for this episode. It says, once again, we're already at the hour. We're actually going to be over an hour once I splice everything together. So, once again, if you're a new viewer, return viewer, not yet subscribed, please think about hitting that subscribe button. If you do, remember that bell icon so the next video comes out. Follow along with the series and enjoying it. Don't forget to hit that like button, but stroke that comment section. And I'll see you all at the next episode. Stay grumpy.